Right, so some people have one job, one thing that they've got to do right, and they somehow still mess it up. So today we're going to be laughing at some of those people. All right, first up, this kid's crossword at a restaurant also posted in mildly infuriating. Write the name of the animal. Cow, horse, sheep, piggy? Pig? Classic pig hogging too many letters. But yeah, this is embarrassing. I'm guessing an adult put this together. It's for kids and the adult got it wrong. Although maybe there's an extra drawing challenge because you've got to draw a second pig and it is pigs. Also, a mandatory service charge of 15% will be added to your bill. Why is that underneath the kids section? It makes it sound like if you complete the puzzle, that's when the 15% will be added on. All right, next up, what horrible crime could this baby have done? Crikey, that is a look and a half. Idaho man accused of unaliving pregnant wife. Baby now facing death penalty. This is a classic news headline. I hate it when they do this. They put a comma instead of an and. I don't think this is actually incorrectly written, but it's basically murdering pregnant wife and baby now facing death penalty. But it now reads like the baby is facing the death penalty as a result of this guy's actions. I think this goes back to the time when newspaper headlines used to cost per letter. And apparently that's why in America they have words like colour without the U that we have in the UK. Although I think the lack of a U is actually more to do with Americans simplifying our language back when they were making dictionaries. Anyway, the baby hired the man to commit the murder. True story. Crikey. Yeah, there we go. As far as I know, this is a remnant of the printing press to save some space on the paper. It always annoys me in online articles because it sounds weird and there's no reason to do it anymore. Yeah, imagine people started doing that on YouTube titles. It would just make no sense. What kind of disability is this? Why is their head coming out of their ass? That is not what a person in a wheelchair looks like. Actually kind of looks like an astronaut. That's the spot for the people with their heads shoved up their asses. Magneto with constipation. Very good. This is in my professional made Spanish book for schools. I actually studied Spanish at GCSE. Let me see if I can figure out what's wrong with these. It's a bit weird that it goes 30, 31 and then 40. Ah, ochenta is also 70. So you see Spanish has two words for 70, setenta y ochenta, which you can use interchangeably, but it doesn't have a single word expression for 80. Instead, you have to say cuatro vientes, 420s, like the French do. The bloody French. They actually do that unironically and say 80, which is 420s instead of 80. My slightly French Jersey roots are ashamed. All right, next. Just because it fits doesn't mean you put it in the locker. That must have been so satisfying for the delivery man to put in. I actually don't blame him for not realizing that taking it out is going to be impossible. I don't even know where you'd begin with that. You can't even like suck or anything onto it because it's cardboard. They had one job and executed it perfectly. I mean, to be fair, their job as a delivery man is to deliver the goods and they have done it perfectly. This makes me unreasonably mad every time I walk by and it's upside down. Irritating. I'm the exact same. This would annoy me so much. I would genuinely write a strongly worded letter to the building's management being like, fix this now. Draw a dick. That's actually not a bad solution. That's kind of like that guy who kept spray painting dicks around potholes until his council fixed them. This guy, look, he called himself Wanksy as well. And apparently it actually worked. Duh, it makes me proud to be British. All right, next. When 3 costs more than 3 lots of 1, they didn't do the math. 1 cookie, basically $1, 1 brownie, 3 cookies, 3 cents more than just buying 3 individual cookies, and brownies 78 cents more? Why? Hi, can I have 1 cookie please? Hi, can I have 1 cookie please? Hi, can I have 1 cookie please? This feels like something you come across in a game and like this is the only way around it. This reminds me of the watermelon salesman joke riddle. An old man is selling watermelons. His price list reads 1 for $3, 3 for $10, so an extra $1 for buying 3. A young man stops by and asks to buy 1 watermelon. That would be $3, says the old man. The young man then buys another one and another one, paying $3 for each. As the young man is walking away, he turns around and grins and says, "Hey old man, do you realize I just bought 3 watermelons for only $9? Maybe business is not your thing." The old man smiles and mumbles to himself, "People are funny. Every time they buy 3 watermelons instead of 1, yet they keep trying to teach me how to do business." Outplayed and outskilled. All right, next. Loha, new series coming soon. Oh, they've put the halo on backwards. How do you get that wrong? This is actually embarrassing. If your one job is to put advertisements on the sides of buses and there are 2 squares and you manage to get them wrong, especially when they spell out 1 word, you have failed miserably. This is like when you see those mobile game ads pop up and there are like people really struggling to do a 2-piece puzzle and you're like, this is such obviously rage bait. There is no one alive that is going to get this wrong. And this person actually has. It's just the Hawaiian version. Aloha. Yeah, and the Paramount does actually look like an A as well. Or maybe this is a very clever marketing scheme, because now I would have never known that Halo is out and streaming now, but because of this bad ad, it's gone viral on the internet, and now I know, and so does everyone watching this video. Apparently a very good series as well, this Halo, so I might check it out. I literally grew up playing that game. I guess it's because she has a great personality, isn't it? Oh, it's a mouse pad. That took me so long to figure out what was going on, but it's definitely got the bumps in the wrong place, hasn't it? Looks like a really weird bug-eyed character. I feel like this is one of those really low quality, like never been through any sort of quality control drop shipping items. Like one company has been like, yeah, we can print you ergonomic mouse mats with a wrist rester or whatever. And another company's gone, great, we'll order a bunch with an anime girl face on it because gamers love anime girls. And this monstrosity is the outcome. A few inches down and they would have sold out instantly. I'm pretty sure this is intentional for the sake of humor. Sadly, I genuinely doubt it. I think this is just a consequence of global capitalism. All right, next. My United States pillow only has 47 states. What's it missing? Like Hawaii, Alaska, and what? I actually don't know my American states well enough, evidently. I know Alaska and Hawaii aren't here. Where's the third one? Louisiana. Missing the border with Arkansas. I missed that. I would never have got that in a million years. Oh my goodness. The windows placed there at God's request. Burning down on him. Why is his room so smoky? I have had exactly this in literally the last two places I lived. One place, the sun would rise, and because I was in London, it would bounce around all the tall glassy buildings around me and like channel through my window. So it would hit like 7 a.m. or whatever, and I would just feel this beam of light like focused on me. It felt like someone was trying to set fire to my house every single day, like the Count did in a series of unfortunate events. And the second time, again, I wasn't facing sunrise. I literally had blackout curtains, and the sun would rise, and in this tiny gap above my curtains, the sun would hit this like incredibly shiny white patch of wall and just reflect almost perfectly onto my face. It was insane. It was like it was designed to do that. Although it did make getting up in the mornings easier, so you win some, you lose some. Yeah, this could be on crappy design or mildly infuriating. You just be in the middle of the nicest nap ever and wake up with eyes burning. All right, next. Yes, I can now recognize this child. Child abduction in Houston. What is all of this? I think it's been abducted by aliens and this is them like laughing at us for it. Like, got him. Don't worry, we'll probe him and send him right back. Damn, Elon Musk named another kid. Bro, no clipped into the back rooms. Pretty scary though. Moving on. My fire alarm caught fire. What? Imagine your one job being to detect fire and you start one yourself. I wonder whether they caught it in time or the roof just wasn't flammable enough to catch. Still, how do you design a fire alarm capable of bursting into flames? You have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Well, now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Looks more like a PIR movement detector to turn on your lights automatically. Thanks, Redditor. Ruin our fun. That's definitely a smoke detector beside it though. Well, hopefully the smoke detector did its job. All right, next. Paris is a lovely place. Surely if you're filling the letters with words, add one more in there so it doesn't look like the complete wrong letter. If only there was a letter that kind of looks like the Eiffel Tower. Oh yeah, they could have literally used the Eiffel Tower for the A and just used a normal I. That is so dumb. Still, I bet so many tourists buy this anyway and it's just littered across the world. Ugh, creepy. They all go in the same container. Plastic, glass, trash, paper. Oh, they should be separate bags, but they're not. It's all the same bin. Just one of those designs to make you feel like you're making a difference when you really aren't. Pretty accurately portrays how it feels being involved in any social movement as a young person these days. All right, next. It's not that hard. Only at the $1.99.99. Why? I have no idea what's going on here. Is this supposed to be a 99-cent store and it's actually $1.99 and they've added another 99 on top of that and they've spelt white wrong? So there were at minimum 2 jobs getting the pricing and the color right, maybe even 3 if this is the 99p store or whatever, and all 3 of them, or at least 2 of them, got their one job wrong. This cable would blow up your phone within 5 minutes of charging, I'm telling you. It's not worth it. I love my PlayStation. Prices are decreasing every hour. Get in before someone else does. Play smart, go green, pre-love PlayStations. And it's an Xbox. An insult to gamers everywhere. Boycott on row. Prices are decreasing every hour. Why wouldn't I just sit and wait then? Very valid. Yeah, if the prices are decreasing every hour, you'd just be like, well, I'll come back tomorrow or the day after that and buy it, and maybe just never get around to buying it. This is a contender for one of the worst internet ads of all time. Whatever marketing person was responsible for this, they had one job and they failed miserably on multiple fronts. All right, next, no upside down cigarettes. I mean, it does the job, but again, fail. In a train station in Italy, someone messed up with a manhole. I feel like they've got to have done that to piss people off. How do you get that wrong? I'm pretty sure these bumps are for blind people to be able to tell that they're about to cross a road as well. So some poor blind person's gonna be walking in this direction, get here, think that they're crossing the road, and just walk forever along this path until hopefully it curves around a corner. What a confusing experience that's gonna be. Sometimes it's done on purpose to indicate that the work hasn't been completed yet. Interesting. All right, next, some chess content. Let's go. Rook movement. That is a knight. Knight movement, and that is a rook. It makes it even more confusing that they got the graphics in the right places, but it's the text that's wrong. So it kind of looks like it might be right. But either way, what is that diagram for the way a knight moves? For those of you who don't know chess, this is what it's trying to say. You move in an L shape, so any of these red squares. How is that attempting to convey that idea? Ridiculous. A rookie mistake. Very good. All right, next. Candy pack, nothing but air. Krabby Patties. Do they make those in America? Well, evidently not. That's so weird though. Mr. Krabs cutting corners. Oh, this is so dumb. This was supposed to be a two-piece friendship keychain, but instead of best friend, I present be free, be free. Mine and yours. That is just lazy. I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't really matter because they're not actually ever going to be together, but still, in principle. I wonder if there's a matching set that literally just says St. on it. Oh, this is dumb as well. What was installed first? This basketball hoop with a lamp/light right above it. It's just begging to be smashed, isn't it? And by the looks of things, it has been. What is this? At least they got 3 out of 5 right. T, is it truthful? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it kind? K, is it necessary? Don't think there's a silent K on necessary either. That is so dumb. Why do they give up like halfway through? Oh, this is dumb. I saw this in the news the other day and thought the exact same thing. To align the tree with a mural for a picture, it was a Banksy, so this green stuff is spray painted on a wall, and then there's a tree in the foreground. And rather than the photographer making the green like touch the tips of the trees to look like a tree, they took this piece of crap. What an insult to Banksy. Oh, I don't know how it got to this point. That is an abomination. Forget all the bubbles. Look at the shoddy work. It's overhanging by like a centimeter. How could you possibly get it this wrong? And as if the bubbles and overhang wasn't bad enough, they've done it over a furry rug. So I bet there are like a billion hairs under there, which wind me up so much more. Right, well, I feel like we've gone from one job to mildly infuriating. So before I get any angrier, I'm going to end the video there. If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to subscribe down below so you can catch the next one. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.